Yes. Hi, guys. It's Dr. George. I was late. Oh, my goodness. I let time get away from me. I apologize so much. But I'll wait for a few of you to come in. I was ready, but I didn't realize. Hello, Calvin Denson, one of the authors here, and I love your profile picture. So, hello, hello. If you are watching, I always like to see where you're from. Hello, Ava, Ari, and Pop Pop. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Stacy. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. So, I apologize for being little. And hi, Elmo. Yes, Elmo is here. So, while you guys are here, I'll tell you this onesie actually came from Sesame Street. Literally, Sesame Street sent me this when they heard about Tucked In Tuesdays. And so I have an autographed picture from Elmo, some Elmo socks, and the kids got a lot of things from Elmo. So it was really nice, really, really nice. So I have one book tonight, and it's an AR book. Hello, Laura from El Paso, Texas. That's a long way away. Hello, hello, hello. Tamia and Kason Moore. Hello, how are you? Hi, Miss Duke. And Miss Me. Yes, I was late today. I apologize. But let me turn on my phone because I can't see my people that are on my personal page. So I have to put them in. Hi, Mike from Florida Keys. Mike, I have to send you a message because I'll be heading your way this summer. Hi, very nice. Yes, it was very, very nice. So the book tonight is a truly terribly horrible sweater that grandma knit. So he's tagging people. Thank you for that. And so this is the AR information, and I'm going to put it here in the on the little ticker so you can see, because I know you guys like to see that. It's a half of a point, so 0.5. So 0.5 points. And it is book level 3.6, which is a third grader at the 6th month. And it is, let me get the quiz number up there, and then I'm going to put it on the screen for you guys. And Dr. George is a little frazzled because I'm going to be honest. Tonight, I went to get something to eat and I waited a little too late. And so it pushed me really late getting home, but that's okay because this is something that I love to do. But I do want you to have this information. So I'm going to save this. And here's the AR information right there. So go ahead, write that down so you can have that. Hi, Carly in Brentwood, Tennessee. Oh, I've never been to Tennessee, but I would love to go there. Virtuous, hello. I got a package from you, Virtuous. And hi, Joelle. How are you? So I'm going to get started with this book. It's an AR book, Accelerated Reader. Hi, Miss Rumsey. 3.6, so third grader, 6 months, 0.5 points. AR quiz 134579. And guess what, guys? I never ever read the books until Tucked In Tuesdays. So just like you, I'm hearing it for the very first time. And it's always up. Those of you that are new, it stays up all the time. The author of this book is Debbie Macomber and Mary Lou Carney. And the pictures are by Vincent Nguyen, and I was granted permission by Harper Collins Publishers. So here we go. Only 3 more days until my birthday, Cameron Gerard thought, as he raced in the door from soccer practice and kicked off his cleats. That's when he saw it. Grandma Susan's presents had come in the mail. Cameron picked up the package and shook it. What could it be? A new video game? A remote control car? Maybe it was a cool blinking light for his bicycle. Cameron could hardly wait to open his birthday present from his grandma Susan. She always gave the best gifts. So there he is, and look at the precious dog. I'm watching the Hemingway special on PBS while you're reading a great book. That's a nice pick, Mike. Mabry said for you to always eat on time. Stay well for G-Mom. Avery, you're right. You're right. Finally, the day arrived. Cameron flew out of bed and down to the kitchen where his mother and father and baby sister were waiting for him. On his plate was a big stack of pancakes with candles sticking out of the top. I wish this was my best birthday. I wish this would be my best birthday ever. He closed his eyes and blew out the candles in one big breath. Can I open Grandma Susan's present now? If that's what you want, Mom said. Cameron tore off the paper and opened the box. A yellow envelope lay on top of the tissue paper. Read the card first, Mom told him. Inside was Grandma Susan's note. This is a very special gift for a very special boy. Happy birthday. Holding his breath, Cameron opened the box. What do you think is in the box? Great illustrations. Yes, great illustrations. And I'm giving you time to put this. So here we go. It wasn't a video game. It wasn't a remote control car. It wasn't a blinking light for his bike. It was a sweater. A truly, terribly horrible sweater. Oh, Cameron, his mother said, look what Grandma knit for you. It's almost like the one she made for your baby sister. Cameron did not want a sweater for his birthday, even if Grandma Susan had knitted it. His mother held it up for him to see. It had red, green, yellow, blue, and orange stripes. Even worse, it had big buttons. If his friends saw him wear this, they would laugh. It was a truly, terribly, horrible sweater, and Cameron was never, ever going to wear it. Hello, Zachary and Janae. Hello, hello. The next day, Cameron called his dog Scout. Hi, Miss Janice, into his bedroom and closed the door. Carefully, he slipped Scout's front legs into the sleeves of his birthday sweater and buttoned the rest around Scout's middle. It had rained all night, and Scout loved rolling in the puddles. I'll never have to wear this sweater now, Cameron whispered to his dog. On Cameron's way out the door, his dad stopped him. Whoa, Cameron, he said, isn't that your new sweater? It's to keep you warm, not Scout. Besides, the backyard is a muddy mess. Slowly, Cameron took the sweater off Scout. Miss Rumsey said, you're killing me with the paws. It's for effect, Miss Rumsey. It's all for effect. Hello, Lillian. How are you? Then one chilly morning, a few weeks later, as his mother was making his lunch, she said, this would be a perfect day to wear your new sweater to school. Cameron went in his room and pulled out the sweater. He buttoned the big buttons, but it was a truly, terribly horrible sweater. Cameron was never, ever going to wear it. So before he even reached the bus stop, Cameron stuffed his birthday gift in his backpack where none of his friends would see it. Oh, my goodness. Hi, Dr. Knight. Just before Thanksgiving, Cameron had another chance to get rid of the sweater. I'm running some things down to the church for their rummage sale, Mom called to him. Cameron, is there anything you want to donate? Cameron had an idea. Yes, he shouted back. He grabbed the sweater, bolted down the stairs, and raced out to the car. Here, Mom, he said, and tossed his bundle in the trunk. His mom pulled out of the driveway, and Cameron smiled. That birthday sweater was gone for good. I'm good, Lillian. I'm kind of feeling bad for Grandma right now. I'm really feeling bad. Hello. Better late than never. Always, Mr. Crocker, always. But when Mother came home, she was carrying the sweater. Look what I found, mixed in with the rummage sale stuff. Thank goodness I saw it in time. Dragging his feet, Cameron carried the sweater to his room. He buried it in the bottom of his closet next to his bike helmet. It was truly terribly horrible sweater. And Cameron was never, ever going to wear it. So, found it. Hi, Raylan Wise. Hello, sweetheart. Cameron knew his mom would find the sweater eventually, so he came up with another idea. At least he was trying to be discreet. He was trying, well, I don't know if he was trying to be discreet, but he was trying to be discreet. I'll give you that, Miss Rumsey. Cameron knew his mom would find the sweater eventually, so he came up with another idea. One night when everyone was asleep, he sneaked down to the kitchen, carrying the sweater. He spread it out carefully and opened the refrigerator. Take this sweater. I gotta read it again for effect. Take this sweater. He squirted rivers of red ketchup, then added globs of goopy mustard. Finally, he scooped on piles of slimy mayonnaise. Then he tossed the sweater into the laundry basket. The next morning, as his mother was leaving for the grocery store, he heard a shriek. Cameron! His mother yelled. What happened to your sweater? Oh my goodness. Got a little banner going at the bottom. Let me take that off. There we go. Oh, Cameron said, trying not to smile. I got hungry last night and made myself a snack. Sorry, Mom. Oh, sorry. Your special sweater is a mess, his mother told him. Sorry, Mom, Cameron said. And he was sorry. Sorry he didn't like the sweater. Sorry that Grandma Susan. This is horrible, Cameron. I can't even read this one. This is horrible. Cameron, this is horrible. Boys and girls, this is horrible. Adults, this is horrible. Sorry, Mom, Cameron said, and he was sorry. Sorry he didn't like the sweater. Sorry that Grandma Susan had gone to so much trouble to knit him such a truly terribly horrible birthday gift. Oh, this is horrible. This is... Look at that. Oh, Susan. Gertrude, you're laughing. I'm Liz. How are you? That night at dinner, the sweater was folded and lying on his chair. Every single stain came out, Mom said happily. Grandma Susan would have been heartbroken if anything happened to this sweater. Baby Mia giggled and smashed peas into her hair. Cameron hadn't thought about that. He didn't want to make Grandma sad. Still, it was a truly, terribly horrible sweater, and Cameron was never going to wear it. Hi, Amanda. How are you? In December, as Cameron was helping his dad with the Christmas decoration, his mother told him the news. Grandma Susan is coming. She'll be here Saturday and stay with us until after Christmas. We're all going to the train station to pick her up. Mom looked directly at him. And Cameron, she will want to see you wearing your sweater. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Cameron was excited to see his Grandma Susan. She liked the same board games he did, and she let him read to her. Plus, she clapped really loudly when she watched him shoot hoops in the driveway. It would almost be worth wearing a truly terrible sweater just to be with her. So he put the sweater on when they went to pick her up at the train station. Hello, hello, Grandma waved as she spotted them. Grandma, Grandma, Cameron yelled and raced to meet her. Grandma Susan bent down and pulled him close. I'm so glad you like your sweater. You look so handsome in it. Cameron frowned as he stared at the bright stripes and big buttons. How could he look handsome wearing a truly, terribly horrible sweater? The next morning, Grandma came into Cameron's room. The sweater was lying on the floor next to Scout. She picked it up and set it on the bed beside Cameron, spreading the sweater across his bedspread. Let me tell you about knitting this sweater for you, she said. Her finger traced a green stripe. As I knit these rows, I imagine I was at one of your soccer games, watching you race across the grass. I remember the time I saw you play. You kicked in the winning goal and everyone cheered. Cameron smiled. No one cheered louder than you, Grandma. And look at the blue stripe. Look at the blue ripple here. I chose that color because it's the same as your bicycle. Remember last summer when your dad took off the training wheels? You were scared, but you pedaled all by yourself down the street for half a block. Then you phoned to tell me all about it. Blue reminded me that you were going to go far in life. So here's the soccer field picture I forgot to show you. That's why the green. And now the blue. The racing. Cameron looked up at his grandmother. Can you guess why I used the orange yarn? Grandma Susan asked. Cameron laughed. He knew why. Because I love oranges so much. His grandma nodded. I have never seen a little boy who ate more oranges than you. And that's quite a silly picture. What about the yellow? He asked. His grandma put her arm around his shoulder. Yellow is the happiest color. I know. I remember the day your mom and dad called to tell me they had a baby boy. They were so excited and happy. Your mom and dad waited a long time to have a baby. It didn't seem it would ever happen. And then you were born. You, Cameron, are the sunshine of all our lives. Cameron hugged his grandma tight. Okay, so I do feel a little tear kind of, I'm gonna squeeze it back in. Red, of course, is the color of hearts, Grandma said, and you are always close to my heart, even when we're far apart. As Grandma bent to kiss the top of his head, Cameron looked again at the sweater. She had knit him. He thought about the hours Grandma had spent choosing yarn and then knitting. This birthday present was one of a kind, special, just like his grandma. Suddenly, the sweater didn't look so truly, terribly horrible anymore. Hi, Miss Morgan and Miss Brown. It looked good. It looked like something Cameron would be proud to wear for a very long time. Look at all those colors. And then, if this book wasn't great enough, in the back, parents, if you bought this for your scholars, there's directions that tells you how to knit right in the back of this book, step by step. And if you want to make, Grandma is very kind. So much love. Yes. So for experienced knitters, if the truly terribly wonderful sweater that Grandma knit, if you want to make one for your, look at the direction that tells you what you need, step by step. You can pick your own colors. The end. So remember, this is an AR book, a really good book. And if you're a knitting grandma or someone who knits, please, please, please get this book for your scholar, because this book, this book right here tells you how to knit, has a great lesson in it. And it's Harper Collins. Get this book. Now, I always do a takeaway. And my grandmas are the best. They are. I have a couple of grandmas on here. If you're a grandma, type in there, I'm a proud grandma. Go ahead. If you're a grandma, if you knit, put I'm a great knitter, or I'm a beginner knitter, whatever you want to put in there. Put the, or I want to learn to knit. Go ahead and put those in the comments. The grandmas, go ahead and put, if you're a proud grandma, put that in there. But my biggest takeaway from this book is sometimes we see things the way we want to see them, and we don't consider how other people see them. Ms. Rumsey said grandma knows best. We don't see things as others see them. We see them as we see them from our eyes. And that's not always how the world goes. What he thought was a terribly horrible, truly terribly horrible sweater that grandma needed was actually a story of his life. And the things that she found about him that was so incredibly special. And so sometimes when people buy you a gift, you may not want it, you may not like it, but sometimes there's a meaning behind it. I keep every gift everyone gives me. And if I recycle the gift, I make sure the person knows that, and I give it to somebody that said, I really like that. And I give it to them. They really like it. So right here, right now, I want you guys to think about something someone has given you. You probably didn't like it or want it. And I want you to think about why that person maybe gave you that. Maybe that's all they had. Maybe they thought that you look good in that color. Maybe so. So, and this book, it made me appreciate the things that people do for me, because it's not always about me. Sometimes it's about them. So Great, great book. Teaches a various, but very valuable lesson. But my favorite part of the book, my favorite part of the book. Can you guys think guess my favorite part of the book? It's the worst part of the book, but I chuckled a little when he put all the stuff, not when he put the stuff on the sweater. That was not nice. But when grandma said your sweater is a mess and he apologized, but he wasn't apologized because he messed up the sweater. He was apologizing because he didn't like the sweater. Sorry that grandma had knitted went through so much trouble to knit him a truly terribly horrible birthday gift. Could you imagine how he felt when he realized what grandma did? Heartbreaking. So, guys, as I say, always, always, every single Tuesday and every single day, if nobody else tells you, Dr. George loves you. And I'm going to have this author, and he'll probably watch this later, but his name is Frank Murphy. And he'll be on. I wore a necklace made of yarn and styrofoam cubes because my son made it for me. Love knows no bounds. That's so true. That's so true. Those AR points are at the bottom, so go ahead and jot that down. We're going to have this author. I don't know if it's Tuesday. He's a teacher, but he wrote a series of books. And I do have a few educators on here. The first book was called A Boy Like You. And then he wrote a book, A Girl Like You. And then he wrote this book, A Teacher Like You. Now, of course, I've never opened it. Never, ever, 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 ever opened it. But in there, he signs every one of my books. Okay. So he put to Belinda, teach, Frank Murray, 2021. But my educators that are on here now that teach at Homer Drive, as Miss Rumsey was on here, Miss Morgan. So if you're a teacher at Homer Drive or you do anything at Homer Drive in any educational capacity, type your name in the chat. That's so cute. Type your name in the chat because I am going to put you in a drawing and somebody from my school, one of the educators, will get this book. And it's already signed because I know who I'm going to give it to is a great paid person because it says, to a wonderful professor who Dr. George adores. Teach. So if you're an educator, put it in at Homer Drive. Go ahead and put it in. Thanks for supporting Tucked In Tuesdays and Dr. George. Type your name in, Ms. Rumsey, Ms. Duke, and it's already autographed. And I know the person that is going to get it is somebody that I adore. You guys have an amazing night. I'll see you next Tuesday. And whoever wins the book, I'll invite you on a guest of Tucked In Tuesday so you can beat Frank Murray yourself. Good night, guys. Thank you for your support. Have a great night. And Ms. Rawls got your name. So I got Ms. Rawls, Ms. Duke, and Ms. Rumsey. They overwhelmed? I don't know because I never read it in advance, Lisa. I don't know if the teacher like you is overwhelmed. I don't know. So thank you guys for joining. Have a great night. Good night, guys. Good night.